Welcome viewers. Today the topic of our session is inventory, stock verification and audit. There are two terms, and we have in earlier sessions we have studied about inventory and we have also studied about inventory control. But in today's session we will touch slightly upon the inventory, the role of inventory management in supply chain. Then we will describe various methods about stock verification, and we will discuss about the energy audit and their features. Let us begin with recall the definition of inventory. In a simple word, inventory refers to the collection of goods, materials or resources that a business holds in stock for the purpose of production, sales or distribution. This definition reminds you that even at your home, even at your kitchen at home, you have several items which you or your family stored for the use, for the future use. For example, vegetables, fruits, different types of spices, then flour and various other. Just like if you have a gas cylinder, you keep the gas cylinder. If you have a PNG, pipeline gas, then it's a different thing. But these are all the examples of inventory. Now, second thing which I want to remind you, that there are various types of inventories, just like raw materials. These are the basic components or basic things which is required for the production. Second type of inventory is work in process. When certain items are not complete, but they cannot be kept under the category of raw material. Certain processing have been taken place. So this type of inventory is called as a work in process inventory. Third type of inventory is finished good inventory, where the end product is ready for sale or distribution. There are two more types of inventory which are along with these three types. First is your maintenance, repair and operations. As you may remember that during the operation, during manufacturing, during the production, you need certain items for the maintenance of machines, maintenance of workshop and repair of machine and for the regular operation of machines. So these type of inventory, just like your screwdrivers, your coolant, your lubricant, all these items comes under the MRO category. Fifth one is your safety stock. As you remember that there are several occasions where the inventory are not reaching to the designated place within the specified time. So instead of holding or hampering the production process, we simply keep a safety stock so that instead of waiting and depending upon the inventory which is coming from the outside due to certain fluctuation, due to certain uncertainty, we use the items which are stored as a safety stock. This is also a type of inventory. Now we have also studied several inventory control techniques The first example is your just-in-time. This is basically not a technique but a philosophy which aims to reduce or eliminate the wastage in inventory. Its concept lies that you have the inventory as and when it is required. You need not to keep the huge amount of inventory. So it becomes a technique also. Second type of technique, control technique, is economic order quantity technique, which determines the optimal order quantity that minimize the total order quantity. That means, for example, in a factory or in a house or in an organization, we can give, if we have a money, we can order for a plenty of inventory. But the economic order quantity will take care of the demand, will take care of your holding cost and ordering cost, and the formula will give you a exact quantity which is economical in nature. That means if you purchase less than the economic order quantity, then you are going to suffer a situation, or you have to face the situation of stock out. If you keep more inventory than the economic order quantity, that means you are investing an extra amount and you are using your capital which can be otherwise used in other places. Third type of inventory control is ABC, where you categorize the items according to their cost or the value and the number. In the A category, in the B category, in the C category. Normally, A category items are those items which are high value but they are quite low in number. C category is low in value but high in the number. B is the moderate. So with the help of ABC, we can classify the items into different categories. Another type of inventory control technique is your safety stock. We have to decide what is the appropriate level of safety stock to keep in order to avoid the uncertainties in the demand, supply, transportation and all the things. So these are some of the techniques which we take care while inventory control. Another important thing, it is very, very essential when we talk about inventory management. It is always better to see that what is the role of inventory management in supply chain. I have given some points. Just like we want to balance, we have to keep a balance between demand and supply. That is the role of inventory management. If we keep the inventory at a minimum level and we require the inventory as and when required, or we need the quantity which is all required only at that time, we are reducing the lead time. Because if we are going for a bulk, then definitely our lead time will be more. Then we, with the help of inventory management, we are buffering the items, just like as we have pointed out safety stock, against the variability in the demand, variability in the lead time. Then with the help of inventory management, we are providing the supply chain flexibility. Our supply chain is enough flexible or flexible enough to adapt any change. The example of Dell computers is very well known, that they are flexible because they keep a effective inventory management. Then if you have a better role of inventory management, you can have a better supplier relationship, you can have the better strategic partnership. Then if you have a proper inventory management, your forecasting can be improved, your demand forecasting can be improved, so that you have actual data. And the last point is very, very important, that is the risk mitigation. What is risk mitigation? We have not forgotten the improper management or the proper management during COVID pandemic. This is one of the example with the help of inventory management. Inventory management plays an important role in risk mitigation. Risk mitigation has the several roles, just like risk mitigation in case of avoiding the stock out condition. Risk mitigation in order to avoid the stocking of items at one or two places. If we recall that during the vaccine period in the COVID pandemic, the inventory of vaccine was made available at several places. That is the role of inventory management. Now we will take that what is the stock verification. Till this time, we have gone through about inventory, various inventory control techniques, types of inventory. Why I have repeated or we have said all these things to you? Because you can differentiate between stock verification and the inventory control techniques. With the help of EOQ model, with the help of ABC analysis, we are focusing on the managing the inventory at a warehouse. When the items exist or are available at the warehouse, at the organization, there is a technique, there is a process called stock verification, where with the help of computer, with the help of a RFID, a radio frequency identification tag device, we take the account of stock which is available. That means under the stock verification, we simply see what has been ordered, what has come to the warehouse, and where there is a discrepancy. So you just remind in your mind or recall your mind, there is a difference between inventory control technique and inventory stock verification. With the help of inventory management, we try to manage the quantity of the items at an appropriate level. While with the stock verification, we simply verify what is the actual quantity which has been ordered and what is the quantity which is present in the warehouse as a company inventory. So this is called the stock verification. Now a question must be coming in your mind that why we need the stock verification, what the stock verification does. So there are several types of needs have been given in the books and in your self-learning material. But always remember, we want to ensure the accuracy of inventory record. That means we want to identify if there is any discrepancy, if it exists in the ordered inventory and the stocked inventory. The second point also discuss about the same thing, that there may be a discrepancy between the recorded and the actual inventory, and that will lead to various other complications, just like financial inaccuracies, operational inefficiencies, and even the potential fraud. There are several examples where the items have been ordered in a large quantity, and during stock verification it has been found that the items are not available as per the records. So this is the basic purpose of stock verification. Now we will see what are the stock verification process. I will explain you one by one, just like first is your planning and preparation. Whenever the management or the higher officers decide to go for stock verification process, one has to plan and one has to make a preparation for that. Planning, that what are the departments where we need to have the stock verification process, who are the persons who will be involved, what they will check. All these things comes as a planning and preparation. Second process is your notification. Remember, do not carry any stock verification process without information or without notification. That means your plan, your preparation should be notified so that each and every department should be aware that within 1 day or 2 days the management is going for a stock verification process. Third activity is freezing activity. During your stock verification process, no activity should be carried out. That means whether it is a half-day process, whether it is a 1 day process, whether it is a 1 hour process, in that particular department, there should not be any activity. So what does it mean? That the personals, including workers, middle management and the top management concerning to that department, they do not carry any activity. The fourth one is your physical count. As a stock verification team, you need not to go and see and then come back, or you believe what they say. You have to take a physical verification where you have to make a physical count. For example, if you see the chair, count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose 6 chairs are there, you write in your record that 6 chairs are there. There is a possibility that the number of chairs orders are more, but you have to write by physical counting. Another process is your recording counts. As I told you, that whatever you count, record it. There may be, for example, there is a classroom, there will be number of chairs, number of desk, number of teacher table, duster, your several other items just like dustbin. You have to take count of everything and you have to record it that this much quantity was found available. Now another point is that you have to make a comparison and then analysis. Comparison between what is ordered and what is available. If there is a discrepancies, you have to analyze it. Then in certain cases you have to make the adjustment, because in some cases certain items have been issued by that particular department to somewhere, so you have to make the adjustment, you have to make the correction. Then in case of any major discrepancies, you have to make a report that these are the items, these are the number of items which were present. against the number of items ordered. Then your follow-up action. If there is a discrepancy, major discrepancies, nothing has been found issued from one division to another, then there is a need of follow-up, that why there is a discrepancy. Then the last and the final is resuming the activities, because in our earlier slide we have said freeze all the activities. So this is the last process, that after completing the stock verification, don't forget to restart all the activities. So what we get from the stock verification? Stock verification always have a pressure on the worker or the supervisor, that with the help of stock verification, the management is going to check the discrepancies. It helps in maintaining the accuracy. It also enhances the operational efficiencies, support financial accuracy, provide the insight for the improvement, and it also allows effective inventory management processes. Friends, there are two types of stock verification process which are normally employed in the organization. One is continuous verification, second one is your periodic verification. In the continuous verification, what we do, there is a regular chain of stock verification. While in case of periodic verification, we do it once in a 6 month or once in a month. So it is a periodic. So these are the two types of verification process. Now I will share with you a very important document, that is stock taking sheet. This sheet is comes in a printed format, and it provides to the verifier which are going for stock verification for making the stock verification. This is a sheet. I have given a snapshot of that sheet. The actual which is available in the factory or the organization may differ, but the points which I have taken, the quantity taken, quantity checked, then the prices, then your other items, then who checked, who estimated, all the signatures, and along with the date. If you just see the third column, there is a mention of the date. So you, as a stock verification personnel, you need to sign and you have to put a date. Now another sheet which comes as the stock valuation sheet. When you have a stock taking sheets after stock verification, what you do, you combine all the stock taking sheet and you make a stock valuation sheet, which is nothing but the combination or the mixture or adding all the stock taking sheets. So these are the two. The purpose of this to give you a glance that what type of stock verification sheets are available in the organization. Now another item or another process is a inventory audit. You have done the inventory control, you have done the stock verification. Now you need a thorough examination that what is available and what is mentioned in the stock register. That is called the inventory audit. So in a simple definition, it is a thorough examination and verification of the company's physical inventory with the stock register or the record. Now what is the purpose of inventory audit? we try to identify the discrepancy and we ensure that all the financial statements, operational efficiencies are accurate and they are complying with your control system. So basically, why we need it? They are also needed periodically or continuously. So what are the steps? I am just going. The steps are similar: preparation, freezing activity, physical count, recording, comparison and analysis, then this investigation of discrepancies, adjustment and corrections, reporting, then follow up actions, and then completion and starting the activities. Now, these are the two major examples of application. One is your manufacturing firms or retail business, and inventory audit even in the e-commerce companies. So in today's lecture session, we have discussed about the inventory, types of inventory, various types of inventory control. We have also tried to explain you that what is the difference between stock verification, inventory audit and the inventory control. These are the three important processes in controlling the inventory or for effective managing the inventory. I trust that my session will be useful to you in your studying the program PG certificate in inventory planning and warehousing system. Thank you.